and we've reached the fourth step in the writing process. We begin the more formal steps of the process today. We brainstormed, we've written a very rough draft, and we've had peers review the product. Today, we start crafting a professionally structured essay. We'll take a look at one of my students and what she did with her self-introduction. And you can use that as a model for what comes next. Now, it's time to bring order out of chaos.
Let's review your progress. You brainstormed it and came up with a lot of colorful ideas. You picked the most colorful ideas and wrote out a very rough draft of what you might say. After reading your very rough draft, you and your peers had a really good laugh. After due consideration and a lot of reluctance, you put red lines through the worst parts of your draft. Now, you're ready for the next battle in the writing process. Time to get serious. Step 4 is actually where a lot of students start their writing. Big mistake. All that artistic expression and peer engagement that we've engaged in so far will ensure a much better product than just sitting down and writing like you were sending an email to a friend. In this stage, we revise what we wrote in the first draft. We want to give more direction to your essay, and we want to organize it so that the audience will become engaged with our subject, you. First thing you want to do is organize your draft. If you haven't already, we selected 4 subtopics at the beginning of the process after our brainstorm. And so you've now got subtopics 1 through 4 laying out there on the table, ready to be integrated into a final essay. You've got lots of good words around each one. It's good. What I want you to do now is look at them, pick the 3 best, and throw out the worst. Now you've got really 3 shining cores for paragraphs. The other part of your essay, which is going to be really important, is the introduction and the conclusion. Let's take a look at what Sonia did with her essay. She's about to revise her draft. First, she puts her name on the paper. Okay, that's a good idea. And a title. We're not going to talk about titles much right now, but for the future, a title that is more engaging than "Who am I?" is probably what you're shooting for. Sonia picked out a picture that represented her and her interest in life. And this is really a good idea when you're writing something like an explanatory essay, an essay in which you're trying to help the reader to visualize something, in this case you, because we have the saying, a photo is worth 1,000 words. So you may have only a 300 or 400 word essay, but with that photo in there, it may be worth 1,300 to 1,400 words in terms of impact. Okay, paragraph 1 is the introduction. And the introduction is where you tie together those 3 main topics that you're going to write about and try to hook the reader, try to get them excited about your subject. You've got to set your modesty aside here. You are an exciting person and you want someone to read about you. So what makes you interesting? that is the hook for your introduction. Now we're doing paragraph 2. And in this case, she's writing about how past influences helped to make her the exciting teacher that she is today. And then another paragraph in which she writes about another aspect. In this case, she's choosing to write about what she's doing now. For you, that might be being in school, it might be teaching, it might be engaged in some other way. But this is a pretty good way to organize an essay about yourself. And finally, Sonia is writing about the future. She chose to to present her goals and ambitions because that's the kind of person she is. She is focused on what's over the horizon, and she wants her readers to understand that. And then finally, at the end, we do the conclusion, and the conclusion is just what the word says. It brings everything together. Basically, you say some of the things that you said in your introduction and should, but you also make it very clear that what you promised in the introduction, you have delivered. So if you've done all these things, you're likely to have a happy reader. You have a gold medal essay. Nah, not yet, but you're getting closer. This would probably get a B at this point, but a couple more steps and you've got an A. So why not go for it?